Hi, another way to increase your revenue is to increase the average spending size. So in other words, when a customer buys from you, you get them to buy more. So let's look at some different ideas on how you can do that. The first way is to do an upsell. So if you have products, you basically want to have a more premium version of a product. So an upsell is basically a more expensive variant. For example, you might have a TV where you sell a 30-inch TV and you're trying to upsell them to a 40-inch TV. So it's the same thing, just a more expensive variant. The second one is to cross-sell. Cross-sell is somewhat similar to upsell. Basically, you're selling similar products. For example, if you're selling a bicycle, you might sell a helmet, you might sell a bicycle water bottle, things like that. So what else could you bundle together that is related to your existing product? Another idea is to think about how you can get a customer to stay with you longer, be it on your website or be it in store. People will tend to buy more when they spend more time in your store or on your website. So how can you get them to stay longer on whatever platform you're using? The fourth idea is bundling. So bundling could include things like, if you're buying a helmet by itself, why don't I sell you a helmet plus a water bottle plus a bicycle lock? And you can bundle that all together and save $50, for example. So it encourages people to spend more because when they do buy, they end up buying more items. Another idea around bundling is free shipping thresholds. So you might have, let's say, a $30 free shipping threshold that will encourage people to actually buy and exceed that $30 so that they can actually get free shipping. Related to free shipping thresholds, you have other things like discounts on minimum purchase. So for example, you might say 20% off for purchases over $75. Or you might have volume discounts. So you might say $20 off if you buy 5 or more of these items. So think about how you can do some of these things to try to increase your average transaction size to get people to buy more when they do buy more with you. So cross-selling, one quick tip I want to give over here is the common challenge I get from a lot of sales reps is they find that it's really difficult for them to cross-sell. So they feel like they've just successfully closed a customer on one big purchase. They feel it's a bit pushy if they try to get a customer to buy another item. And I think that's the wrong mentality there. The idea behind cross-selling is you want to focus on helping your customer benefit. How can you help your customer win, right? So for example, over here, if you say something like, would you like to add breakfast for 2, normally $49 for your room for just $29, that is a cross-sell. But if you really dissect that, this is a cheaper option, right? So instead of $49, it's $29. It's more convenient. They don't have to go somewhere else to get breakfast, and you're giving them more value. So when you're thinking about cross-selling, don't think about I'm selling another item. Think about how you can help your customer benefit. So if someone's buying a bicycle, again, they don't have to go somewhere else to buy a helmet. They don't have to come back and say, oh, I forgot to buy this. You're saving them time, you're adding value for them, and you're maybe even saving them money as well. Another key tip around when to cross-sell or upsell is to offer after a milestone. So a milestone can be any big moment where your customer feels that they've gotten value out of your product or service. So milestones could be when they've agreed to actually buy your product, or it could be after they've actually used your product. So those are good milestones. And when a customer has hit a milestone, they're typically in a good mood and they see value in your product, they really enjoy your service, then it's a good time for you to come in and actually offer this cross-sell. So I hope that's been helpful for you. This is part 2 of 4 from the Personal MBA by Josh Kaufman. And it basically covers the 4 main ways you can increase revenue. And strangely, there's only 4. And I've really spent quite a lot of time over the past 5 years looking at different companies where I worked at. And I really find that there's a lot of different ways that people try to increase revenue. But when it boils down, it really teases into one of these 4 categories. So tune in tomorrow for part 3. If you are not tuning in live, then you can check my channel up on YouTube. Just search my name, Chin Heng Chang, and you can search the daily sales tips playlist, and you should be able to find all of it there. Here's my email. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me.